Good Monday morning! It's the main event. I'm your humble host, Stephen McCollum. Yes, I'm alive and well. And, of course, we know him as 17-year NFL veteran, three-time Super Bowl champion for your Dallas Cowboys. I almost forgot his intro to the point where, well, his IFL dreams or his indoor football league dreams look like they're ending before they begin, as another league looks like it's folding, Dale. And we're not even talking about the Rattlers who play tonight, unfortunately. Dale Illustrates here, everybody.
Yeah, I saw you rejoicing in the demise of another pro sports league.
It's just stupid. They're all like, hey, this is going to be so great. Let's do international indoor football. Let's say bankruptcy and move on with our lives.
Wow.
Quick as possible.
Well, happy belated 4th of July to everybody. I'm going to choose to remain positive. It's
America.
You had a great trip after you finally got over to California. And
Yeah. Yeah, I got a bone to pick with
when
you.
you finally got over to California.
We got there fine.
Yeah.
So we get in the car in the morning, and Ethan's like, the front driver's side tires at 29 psi. Should we fill it? I'm like, it's fine. Just go. We're fine. Just go.
Well, what's it supposed to be, like 35?
Yeah, 30, 33, 35,
Okay.
something like that. You know, but it's morning, it's cold, whatever. Just go. You're fine. It's cool. We'll just watch it. We got an hour across town. We're fine. We'll do it. We did go to the Buc-ee's, by the way, but we'll skip that part of the story for right now.
Okay.
We get to Yuma. It's like the driver's side rear tire's the one that's kind of like, all right, that's gone down a little bit. All right, maybe it's just that whatever, but it's not going down a lot, you know? So it's like, all right, we'll just ignore it. We'll just keep going.
So you didn't put any air in it?
Well, we did. We stopped a bit. We have an air thing. So we stopped to put air in it at the gas station,
Okay.
put it up to 36.
Okay.
Overinflated it. And I'm driving from Yuma to, Ethan drove to Yuma, and then I'm driving from Yuma to California, and it's not moving at all. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Whatever. We're good. We stopped at this immigration checkpoint, you know, as you go through the mountains, and then the checkpoint was open that day, so it was like stop and go traffic for like a mile.
Right.
Every time we slowed down and stopped, it would drop a PSI.
Ooh.
And I'm like, okay, we have something wrong with this tire. But it's something to where, you know, when you stop, it's inflating out. So I'm like, it's probably in a sidewall, you know. So I'm like, all right, whatever's in there better not fall out. Because we've got like 60 miles, 40
Yeah,
miles.
because that's out in that checkpoint's always out in
Yeah.
the middle of
Yeah,
nowhere.
in the mountains, too. Yeah. So I'm like, all right. So then we started going fast again. Didn't deflate at all. Get to the hotel, check in, and I'm like, I got to take this thing to Discount Tire. There's obviously something wrong with it or whatever. We check in, we take everything upstairs. I go back out to the car because it's like 2 o'clock, right? And I'm like, if I don't get there soon, we could be without this car, and we need it. So I'm like, all right, so I got to take it now. I take it to a Discount Tire. I pull in, Dale, packed as can be.
Ooh.
Cars everywhere, people standing around. And I'm like, crap. I'm just going to have to drop it off. Whatever. They can come, Autumn can come pick me up, and then we'll deal with it. 'Cause we had 6 people. We needed 2 cars. So I'm like, all right, we'll just do that. I walk in. The guy like greets me right away, and I'm like, oh, there's no line in here. I'm talking to him. We walk out to the car. And nobody's outside anymore. Everybody was picking up their cars in that exact moment. I pulled in.
Really?
Nobody's there. No cars are in the bay. Nothing.
Look at
So
that.
he looks at it, pulls it in. I was there for less than an hour. But
Listen.
we had a hole in the tire, Dale. And what was we had, you know, with the certificate, you know, so it's $35 to get a new tire, whatever.
Right.
But Dale, what were your last words on this program on Wednesday before we left?
Enjoy your trip, Steve.
No, your last words were, "Hey, don't get a flat. Did you have no spare?"
Oh,
Remember
that's
that?
right. We
Remember that?
did. We did talk about that.
You can ask Ethan. I was swearing up and down about you. Swearing up and down about you. You jinxed us.
Oh,
You
yeah. I
jinxed
saw
us.
that. I felt bad for you.
I took if you missed it on Twitter, I put that I was at a friendly local Discount Tire and took the picture of the lobby. They had the tire in stock, which for my cars, for some reason, it's always a question mark if they have it in stock. They had the exact tire in stock. Nobody was there. They pulled it up. They saw it was a little, must have hit something. So inside wall was
Inside wall, okay.
Yeah, but it was a small little thin thing. They couldn't even find it until they put it, you know, however they figure it out, water or whatever.
Right.
They didn't even see it till then. So every time we were stopping, which is what I thought was happening, your sidewalls, when you're driving, your car's, expanded, whatever. When you stop, it settles down, and then that's when the air was being pushed out of it. That's why but I rolled it in there. I rolled it into the discount at like 27 psi or something like that. But we made it. But it's all because of this guy over here, folks. Put the jinx on us.
Yeah. I did bring that up, didn't I?
Multiple times. Multiple times.
See, I think that with your track record, and now you've kind of broke that jinx, because when's the last time you went into a tire shop for the first time and people greet you and bing, 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 boom?
I expected to drop it off, have Autumn come get me, and then we just do whatever after that. And
we'll get it tomorrow.
Uber or something. Yeah, I expect him to be like, oh, we don't have that tire in stock, and we have to order it, and we'll have it tomorrow by midnight, something like that. Because that happens a lot to me. For some reason, my tire, I don't know if I buy like tires that nobody buys or whatever, but every time I go to a shop here in Phoenix, even Ethan was like, wow, that's the best experience you've ever had it. Nobody shamed me, Dale. Nobody shamed me.
Look at you.
I shared my Buc-ee's beef jerky with a couple of the guys in there.
Really?
Yeah.
Look at you. Maybe you should move to California.
Seriously. Actually, don't tempt me. Don't tempt me. The problem is that the place where I want to live, I wouldn't be able to afford it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh, let me put it this way. Even if I could afford it, I don't want to pay it. Let's put it that way.
Yes.
It's ridiculous. We were driving, we went out to La Jolla at one point, and there's this little small dinky house, on the main road there on Torrey Pines Drive. And it's like just sitting there, not even facing the water, Dale. It's facing the mountain behind it. And it's this thing. So Ethan looks it up. I think it was like $2.5 million or something. I go, how many square feet? Like 1,200, 1,300? He goes, 1,050. And I'm like, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, no, not even a view. Not even a view. You're looking out at the mountain behind the ocean. Inland. Yeah. And I was just like, no, thank you. And that's just that. That doesn't include the taxes and all the other stuff you got. And yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Dale's people right there.
Yeah.
I was going to have to visit a couple of your friends up there that invited me over.
Oh, did they?
Yeah. Very nice of them.
Well, was Giesecke in town?
Giesecke, Irvin,
Yeah.
Troy. Troy was like, hey.
Hey, come on over, Steve.
Go see my La Jolla beach house. Go check on that for me, Steve. And I was like, all right, Troy, I'll take care of you. We'll go do it. But we did stop at the Buc-ee's. So I want to just go on notice here. Dale almost jinxed us. Almost.
But see, maybe I spoke it so that it would go so smooth for you.
Is that it?
Yeah. No, if you ever went flat at the immigration station, then I would have felt really bad.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, well, we have an air tire pumper. We always take that stuff in case you get stuck. It's just if you get a big thing or not,
Right.
So we could have just kept stopping and filling it up. It just would have sucked, to do that all the time and everything. But yeah, that was fun. Yeah, good job, Dale. Way to jinx us.
What time did you pull out of your driveway?
6:15, 6:30 in the morning.
Okay. Everybody on time? Everybody
I was the one running late.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I didn't fall asleep till midnight, getting stuff, doing laundry and all that stuff. So I didn't get to bed till like midnight. And then I was like, oh, I'll get up early and get packed.
Oh, Steve. You pack everything but your shaving kit.
Yeah, but I did. It was all in the dryer, Dale. I fell asleep with everything in the dryer. I even forgot my good camera, man. Because I knew one place we were going. I really wanted to. Ethan says, "Way to go, Dale." Even Ethan was like, "Dale, but Dale said we're gonna get a flat." That was pretty fun. Yeah, no. So I didn't do any of that. But no, I forgot my good camera. Which one of the places we're gonna go to, the Safari Zoo, the Safari Park.
Yeah.
I like animal pictures and stuff. So I knew I needed like the long lenses, and I completely left it. Pulled it out, put it on the table, then left it there.
So you can actually envision where it was sitting.
Oh yeah,
when
we got to after Buc-ee's, we got on like the 85 to cut down to 8, and I was like, dang it, forgot the good camera. I was like, we got to go back.
Yeah.
hour and a half drive back again.
That probably wouldn't have been greeted well by the group.
Nah, Just deal with it.
All right.
I still got some good pictures.
So you mentioned it 3 or 4 times already. You were telling us on Wednesday.
Yep.
You can go to San Diego 2 different ways from where you live. One, you go up a little north, and you can go by Buc-ee's,
Not really north,
or you can go a little bit south and take I-8.
Yep. I hate that drive through Maricopa to get to Gila Bend. I hate because even though the speed limit's 50, it's a 2-lane road. We took that on the way back, and you're just on that road forever. I hate it. I will drive miles and miles out of my way. I'd rather stay on I-10 down to I-8, which is way out of your way and cut over, instead of cutting through Maricopa. So anyway, we went by Buc-ee's. And I was prepared to just be like, nope, we're skipping it if it was like all packed, whatever. No.
Right.
Exited the freeway, took a left into the Buc-ee's. All the gas signs were full, so you would have had to wait a couple minutes, all 150 of them. Found parking off to the side pretty easy. I mean, it was busy, but no waits at all. No waits at all. Yeah.
And
it's exactly what I remember being. Stupid place. I don't get why people go destination there. We did run into the kid's orthodontist. The braces doctor was in there.
Okay.
They were on their way to California and stopped there too. It's typical Buc-ee's. I'm not a Buc-ee's fan. I'm not a guy that goes out of his way for Buc-ee's. It's phenomenal if you're there. It's not, but I wouldn't make a special trip to go there. I wouldn't. It's all Buc-ee's. Even Ireland was like, they're really proud of their logo with all the clothes that they got there, and everything's Buc-ee branded.
Well, didn't I see some pictures with the actual mascot or whatever?
Yeah, they have a statue out front. Yeah.
Oh, they didn't have a live one?
Not that I saw.
Oh.
But everybody went their own separate ways to check the place out. The brisket line was so they get all those aromas of fudge and brisket and thing. But I did stand in line to get some beef jerky. But there's no line. I mean, the lines were small and everything. It wasn't bad. I check out the bathrooms. I had to go to the bathroom. Been in the car for an hour drinking soda, drinking whatever. And so I had to go in there. It's a clean bathroom.
Is that one of their calling cards?
Yeah,
they say we have
clean. Yeah, world famous clean bathrooms. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dumb. But I stood in line for because they have 2 ways to get beef jerky, Dale. And people don't know this, and I see a lot of people making the mistake. People are they have a jerky wall, literally what they call it, and it's prepackaged beef jerky, which is still fresh. They make it there and then they prepackage it.
Right.
But it's packaged and it's on a wall. You walk 100 feet to your left, like a deli counter, and they have it freshly made right there. I had half pound, quarter pound, whatever you want. I got a half pound of pepper. Dale, my teeth have never hurt so much chewing this soft jerky the whole way across the state of Arizona and California. It was amazing. It's amazing. Autumn got teriyaki. It was really good. They have a ton of flavors, freshly made right there. That's the reason I would go to Buc-ee's all the time. I'm not going to drive across town to do it.
Right.
But if there's a Buc-ee's by me, that's why I would go to Buc-ee's was for the beef jerky.
You didn't want to get one of their logo shirts or
No.
Don't they sell clothes there too?
Yeah, I posted it to Robert. I should have given it to Kobe. They have they have shirts, hats. That's all Buc-ee's. It's not all Buc-ee's themed. They also have like Ford stuff there, like nostalgic looking stuff. But get your grill, your Buc-ee's grill utensils.
Oh.
And everything. But I posted it on Robert's thing was they had a like beaver outfits they put on, you zip up. I was trying to get everybody to buy those. So that way if we got lost in San Diego, be like, who are you looking for? They're dressed like beavers. I should send that to Kobe.
Good.
So I mean, Buc-ee's is a place. I hear the brisket's fantastic. I'm just not going to eat it. I'm just not. They sell the most brisket out of like the whole world.
Really?
Yeah. I know somebody I told this story where they left their house at 3 a.m. from North Phoenix. Went there, went back up to the house. They work up there just to get the brisket. They made another trip like that this weekend. I saw on Facebook. Yeah, just for the brisket. It's not that good, folks.
Well, I can't imagine anything being that good.
I know. But I mean, so basically, I've heard that on the weekends the lines are still super long and really busy.
Okay.
So I mean, it was packed. It was like being in a Walmart in the middle of the day on a Saturday. where you notice there's a lot of people in there. You have to park far away unless you want to drive around for a while. You have to park a little bit away. It was like that. It wasn't that crazy. But now keep in mind, this was Thursday morning. But I hear the weekends are still packed and stuff like that. But that was easy. Then you drive right out of there. It's quick and easy. The lines aren't there, at least during the week. I can attest to that. And I had heard that. But we were playing.
Even a holiday weekend on Thursday, I would imagine there's people heading over
that's what I'm wondering. Because a lot of people we ran into the orthodontist, and the only reason they were stopping by was because they're on the way out of town.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're not going to Yuma or Casa Grande for the fireworks show. I mean, not Casa Grande. What's that thing on 85 now? Gila Bend.
Gila Bend.
There you go.
I can stay at the Space Age Inn.
Oh, God. Every time we drive through there.
It's an amazing hotel. Now it's branded a Best Western. They're stepping up their game.
Have you ever went in there?
No, I do not want to become a human lampshade, Dale. Well, then I'm explaining to the kids, because the kids are like, what kind of town is it? And I'm like, this actually was a thriving town at one point. Because back then, cars, you had to stop here to get gas to make it to Yuma.
Yes.
Cars weren't very good like they are now. Now we fill up at, we didn't even fill up at Buc-ee's, and we just made it all the way to Yuma to fill up, and everything. And just a different world we live in today than what we grew up with there with cars.
So you finally make it. You get done with the discount tire. You're back at the hotel an hour later.
Yep.
And
like 3
just
o'clock.
laid low Thursday night?
Yeah, I think so. I don't remember that far back, Dale. I think we just hung out because everybody was tired. I know Autumn and her daughters went to the beach because they wanted to get pictures and stuff like that. Teenagers and their pictures. So they wanted to go do all that. So they did that and everything. Oh, and then I think we went to Outback. When was Thursday? Yeah, it was Thursday night, right?
When was Thursday night? It was right before Friday.
I know, but that was the Portugal game. See, I go off a World Cup game.
Oh,
yeah. So Thursday night. Yeah. So every place was packed with the World Cup there.
Yeah.
Packed. So we ended up going to Outback, which is in a mall right across from where we were staying. So we went to Outback. Even then, they had all the games on. Everybody's watching the televisions, watching the games. Fantastic. That was the Portugal game that they ended up holding on and winning. That was a fantastic game.
So
that's what we did Thursday night. Outback.
I forgot what I was going to ask.
We don't eat at Outback at all. But every time we go to San Diego, for some reason, we eat at that Outback.
So how did you find your hotel? And you found a decent hotel?
Yeah, easy. A Courtyard Marriott.
Did you do it on the way over there?
I
did you do it Wednesday night?
No, I did. Ireland was driving at a part after Yuma. We let her drive for a little bit. And while she was doing it, I was finding the hotel room. Yeah. So all the rooms, that's what cracks you up. Because July 4th is on a Saturday. It's always more expensive July 4th weekend, obviously. And we've gone the last, 3 years on July 4th weekend?
Okay.
Regardless. And it's always more expensive over July 4th. But because it was a Saturday night and Friday was a holiday, there's all these dance competitions there, all this other stuff. So Thursday night, the room was like $180 a night. Friday and Saturday night, it was up to like $280 a night. Same room. Same value room. But because it's the holiday, we got to double the price. The thing that annoys me the most about Southern California is that they charge for parking. And it's not that they charge for parking per se, which does annoy me. Like, hotels have figured out the gimmick of, we'll just charge for parking. When me and Ethan went to WrestleMania in Vegas, I told you, I stayed at this hotel that's now charging for parking. And I'm like, you have this, it's a parking lot. Nobody's coming here.
Right.
What do you? But they know it's income, so they've learned this lesson. But $30 a day for parking. Highway robbery, man. But yeah, no, Dale, it's easy to find a hotel room there. It's a big city.
And so where was this? Where was
we stayed at Hotel Circle. Mission Valley. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Well, everything I told you, we found out the nice resort up in La Jolla we usually stay at. Like literally, you walk across the street and you're in the La Jolla Cove area. They were really, really expensive for this weekend, like double their cost, which means they were like $600 a night, $300 it's $500-$600 a night. And then all they had was suites, and I couldn't figure it out. But we went to La Jolla on Friday night. Half the hotel's under renovation.
Oh.
So they didn't have half their rooms that they normally have. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense now of why it was so. Because I was like, all right, they're obviously making it an upscale place, but that's a big jump.
Yes.
That's a big jump there.
But
So
it's
we found
limited
that out.
opportunities.
Exactly. And they had rooms if you want to pay it. I don't care how much money you got. If you're like all these people are like, I stayed at the Four Seasons for $1,000 a night last night. Just to lay your head down for a few hours at night, really?
I mean, hopefully you're over there to go do things.
Well, that's my point. Like,
Yeah.
if I was going to stay in my room all day doing work stuff, then I'll get it. I'll splurge for a suite or whatever to do that. But yeah, I'm going to be in there for like 8-9 hours a day, hopefully, because I'm out doing other stuff. Like it's like that's my whole problem with Vegas, where Vegas is like, oh, a hotel room, oh, it's $300 for the night plus resort fee and all this other crap.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, except I'm never going to be in there.
You're not going to be in there. You're
That's
not
what
going to be in the
bothers.
gym.
That's what bothers me about when the prices shoot up like that and stuff. So that was a good time. Weather was perfect, mid-70s. You go inland. We went to the so we saw that Portugal game right at Outback on Thursday night. The vaunted World Cup juggernaut of Outback. So we went there on Thursday night. Friday we got up. We went to the safari park. Friday was beach day. So we went over to Mission Beach. We Ubered over to Mission Beach because parking is impossible.
Right.
And it's a holiday. Oh, we got there at like 10:30. Beach was packed. Shoulders to shoulders with my favorite people there.
Really?
So we were there for several hours, 4 or 5 hours. The kids went and rode the roller coaster there at at Mission Beach and all that stuff. So it was a good day. Everybody got sunburned. My kids did a good job. Ethan's a little sunburned, if you didn't notice this morning, on his face. So in the water, fun time at the beach, whatever. Rode the roller coasters. Took an Uber there, like $35. No big deal, whatever. To go back at like 2 p.m. because it's all packed.
Surge.
Oh God, $50 or whatever it was. Like whatever, get out of here, you stupid.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had 6 of us. We had to get a big vehicle and everything.
Right.
And then the guy kept talking to me, going, all your cargo has to go in the back. Okay, open your back up. We'll put it in the. We don't need to take it in there with it. I think he was worried about the sand or whatever. But did we clean ourselves up? Relax, Tiger. Pretentious Uber drivers over there. And then they whine how much little money they make. Well, maybe it's because you talk to people like they're idiots. Maybe that's why you don't make a lot of money. Maybe that's what does it.
So you did have a bad run-in.
No, it wasn't bad at all. Just the guy's a little weird. Guy's a little weird. But yeah, so that was fun. And then we went to La Jolla Friday night and ate at Julio's. I think it's Julio. That's Juan's. Anyway, there's a Mexican food place there we always eat at. It's not the cheapest, but the food is amazing.
Right.
And they had the Argentina-Cape Verde game on. A lot of Argentina fans in this place. People cheering left and right for Argentina.
Yeah.
The way the Cape Verde team played, the crowd turned and was rooting for them. When he scored that second goal to tie it up and that beautiful curved ball in there, everybody was cheering that on and everything. I think it was amazing to watch the crowd turn to an underdog team. A very pro-Argentina crowd turned to just a fun game on that.
Right.
So the Portugal game you thought was fun. And so we're just sitting there watching that game and eating, like we can go to the beach or do whatever. And we're watching the World Cup game because it's so exciting. It ends, so we leave. Go down to La Jolla to see the seals and everything, all of that stuff. So it was a good time. That was Friday. Saturday we went to the safari park, which is inland up in Escondido. A little warm on Saturday. I think that's what did me in. A lot of sweating on that day.
Okay.
But we saw a bald eagle down. We had to go see the bald eagle and salute it. America.
There's a bald eagle in Scottsdale 2 nights ago.
Just hanging out?
Yeah, sitting on a light pole.
Seriously?
Yeah. You could have just saw that. You have to drive.
I didn't have to drive all the way there and look out through a fence?
Yeah.
I'd been to the safari park in like 10, 15 years.
Right. Now, did you take the tram ride around, or
we
did
took
you
well
walk?
we took the we walked all, but we took the free tram. We didn't pay for any of the other trams.
Okay.
Those are expensive. They used to not be that expensive. Like the cheapest tram ride, like into the safari, is like $98 a person. I know, I'm so old. I remember they were like 30.
So you're telling me that you don't love your family enough.
What I'm saying is we can look at the animals from a distance. You can see the giraffes from 100 yards away outside the fence as opposed to being right next to them, Dale. That's what I'm telling you.
All right, so you did that, and you also knew that you had fireworks that night.
Yeah. So we went back to the hotel, showered, changed, had to dress warm, go from hot to warm. We went to the boom, what they call it, the boom at the bay.
So did you
Biggest fireworks show.
look up where's the best place to go to fireworks, or did you know where you were going?
We know that's the best place to see fireworks in that area.
Okay.
So the problem with like going like all the like SeaWorld has them, which we did last year, but you have to buy a ticket to get into the park first.
Right.
And then you buy, and you don't have to buy tickets to see the fireworks. You can just see them. But if you want to go have a seat in an elevated view in like one of their stadiums,
right,
you gotta pay extra for that stuff or whatever. We did that last year, and it was really fun. It was really relaxing, and you get to see basically the same fireworks, type of stuff. And then they do their own closer to you and all that stuff. So you got to see like 3 or 4 different fireworks shows there. But no, we went back to the bay because it was free, except for the $50 parking to get into that.
You didn't Uber there, huh?
Oh, no, because the surge afterwards.
No.
No, but it takes like an hour to get out of that area to get back to the hotel. It's ridiculous because of traffic and everything. But yeah, right there, they put barges out in the bay, let the fireworks off. And
how do you get out to the barges?
No, you don't go out to the barges. They do. They let them off. You sit on the shoreline. People sit on the Coronado side. We sit on the other side. There's like 3 or 4 different places where there's barges, so you can go stay in those areas or whatever. And we get there. We're trying to debate because last time we went was a couple years ago. And we showed up late. We didn't realize what we were getting into.
Right.
And we had to park like in the third floor down in this parking garage and everything. And we're like, oh. And it took 2 hours to get out of that. This time we got there about 6:30, I think. 6:30, 6:45. Top level parking spot at the convention center, and then you have to walk, forever to get to an area. Went there and we just hung out, sat on the beach and everything, and waited 3 hours for fireworks to start.
Are you saying what time do they start them?
9:15.
9:15.
But then we got to see a preview one. Somebody else was laying them off, so in the distance you could see that first on the island, and then so you watched that one, then you watched yours. And if you wanted to, you could drive like by SeaWorld, see theirs at 9:30. It was a whole thing. 15 minutes. 15 minutes of fireworks for all of that.
Right.
It was really good, though. They do a really good job there. Yep, and then yesterday got up, SeaWorld in the morning, and then we left at like 2. Or I think we left at 3 or so and just drove home. One day.
And now you need a vacation from your vacation.
I do. My body hurts. I'm so old. 16,000 steps on Saturday, Dale.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't like just straight steps, uphills, downhills, stairs. None of the elevators seemed to work in San Diego this weekend. Everywhere we went, they're like, elevators don't work.
Yeah. And I go sit back at the hotel.
Well, you wouldn't have walked the whole safari thing like we did either.
No. What's $100, Steve?
Times 3? That would be $300 now.
Well, Ethan's working. He can't spring for part of his.
I will say that. Both my kids were like, I'm like, I got you guys. Don't worry about it.
Oh, look at you.
I got you. Well, you got to make them think that you have a ton of money, Dale.
Look at you. Papa Steve.
It was so much fun. But it was a good trip. We had a lot of fun.
And no issues driving back? No engine problems? No.
I drove to Yuma, which I was tired, man, going through those mountains, and I was tired already. And then it was super windy. So, like, you'd be sitting there going down, that big mountain I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And you'd be sitting there going down it, and all of a sudden, your car would be like, zoop. Yeah. What the heck? Big old gust of wind would just take you off the road.
And I'm always thinking, okay, so that affected my car. What about that big 18-wheeler up there?
You just don't get next to them.
No, or when you pass
when you do,
them,
you're going fast and fast.
Yeah.
Like there's a straightaway where you can get them fast. So I got through all that, and I got to Yuma, and then Ethan took over from there last night. So it was nice and easy. That was a trip. Buc-ee's, all the stuff over in San Diego. It was a good time. Good trip.
Good.
So today, and it was funny, I was telling you that to get home, and it was like, oh, thank God. Oh, U.S. Men's tonight, so we just got to stay home tonight. We'll just get pizza, make it easy, do laundry, all that stuff. Like, that's our excuse to not do anything tonight. because I'm not doing anything when we're done here, Dale. Just going home.
No, you deserve a nap, Steve. I mean, not on some of these normal days when you take a 2.5 hour nap, but today you can have a nap.
I told you, man. I remember that nerve issue. I was telling you guys I hit my head on the tree, and then I had like that nerve issue. It showed up bad yesterday. Back again today. It's weird.
Your head's all healed up.
Yeah, I know.
You're a quick
scab
healer.
Scab came off over the weekend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I had to wear a hat. Just sweating. It's sweat in my eyes on Saturdays. I had to put on my Cardinals hat. That's all sweaty on. And stuff like that.
You wore a Cardinal hat?
What other hat am I supposed to wear?
I don't know. Suns, your beloved D-backs.
Yeah.
USA.
The 500 D-backs.
USA soccer.
It was interesting the amount of USA soccer jerseys you saw and stuff like that.
Right.
It was amazing. It was amazing. You saw a lot of Mexico ones as well, or especially yesterday because of course they played.
Right.
Last night we got to watch that game while I listened to the first part while I was driving. To be fair. And then once Ethan took over, I was able to watch it. The rest of that was a fantastic game last night.
Yeah, Brooke and I watched a lot of that. I'm now probably up to watching 4 full games in about 3 sittings.
We didn't plan it, but like the kids were going on a ride yesterday, and it was like a 45-minute wait. I'm just watching the end of that Brazil game yesterday, sitting there. Me and all the other old people sitting there waiting for their kids to get off the rides. And just sitting there watching the Brazil game yesterday. It's fun. It was a good time. The World Cup's giving you some excitement this summer.
It certainly seems that way.
And I'm a big soccer guy. I watch Premier League. I watch MLS from time to time, not a ton, and stuff like that. I watch Premier League when it's not on at 5 in the morning. I'm more prone to those 9 a.m. games than I am the 5 a.m.
Right.
So I'm a really big guy on that and stuff. And it is 2 things are happening that are cracking me up. One, I don't remember a World Cup being this exciting. Now, is it because it's in America and we're watching them in real time, where we're not up at 3 in the morning to watch them? Is that why? But for some reason, every game's coming down to the wire. Every game is 0-0 until late. Like even yesterday, Brazil, Norway, it's 0-0, no problems. And all of a sudden it's 2-0. Norway. Like you blink. You literally blink and it's like, what the heck just happened? Same thing with the England game. You're sitting there at 0-0. All of a sudden, England's up 2-0. The guy scores in 2 minutes.
Yes.
2 goals in 2. And you're like, what? We literally were in and out in Yuma, Dale. And it was 0-0. We're sitting there and we finish eating. We walk out to the car, load it back up, 2-0. And I'm like, what? What just happened?
Well, see, my thinking is why is it so popular? One, for us, obviously it's always popular for the world, yes. But for us, I think number one, it is over here in North America.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, the USA is still alive. The
USA, but why does that make the Brazil game?
Because I think you're just, again, think about it. I guess I'll just speak for me. I won't assume for you. But like when the Phoenix Suns are in the playoffs, the entire playoffs are more exciting.
You might be right.
But when the USA doesn't even make it to the knockout round.
I would get excited about these games regardless. It's just they're coming down to the wires, man. 90th minute goal. That Argentina Cape Verde game, I'm sorry. There's not been a game like that ever in the history of the World Cup. That was just amazing game. Did you watch that one on Friday night?
I did not watch that.
Oh my God. That was game of the year at that moment. It's probably been surpassed like 3 times. Underdog, little small island off of the coast of Africa, fighting the mighty Argentinians.
Did you look up where Cape Verde was?
I looked it up before the tournament.
Yeah.
Population of like Mesa, like 530,000.
Wow.
And they're hanging in there, taking Argentina to the, oh my gosh. Goals disallowed with no time left, like that Portugal one. Guy was offsides, and it's just like, oh my God, I don't know what's happening. Brazil getting knocked off by Norway yesterday, just unbelievable. I don't know what's happening. It's just amazing.
Well, wait, if you want to have some fun, you should come over to our house when Brooke and I watch the soccer game.
Going, what's happening?
And now she's asking me questions. I'm like,
I'll tell you. I'll explain it to you.
I don't know what's going on. Why are you asking me? I don't know soccer. I have figured out offsides.
Nobody's figured out offsides, Dale.
Well,
okay, and there's the other side of it. The people, FIFA is a very corrupt organization, folks.
Oh, you're not going down this road.
They've been
right
corrupt
now.
for 1,000 years, man. It's all about the money for them and all of that stuff. And like people are now like, oh, FIFA's corrupt. Yeah, we've known that for years.
Yeah, because there's a lot of, and I've seen that on Twitter. A lot of people really a little bit like me, although I'm not critical other than I can't stand somebody going down and crying, and then the replay shows they didn't even get hit.
Oh, damn. But I explained that to you and John on the podcast, on your John Sports podcast that he lets you be a part of, and you guys let me be a part of last week. I explained it to you guys. A lot of it is they're tired. They just want to rest a little bit, and they're trying to get advantage and stuff like that. You know.
Anyway, those things will kind of bother me a little bit, but
yeah, we'll all watch an NBA game later on.
Right. But when you've got people like me, like if I go to Twitter and go, oh, soccer should change this or soccer should. No, that's not my place.
The stoppage time. If they want Americans to get on board, well, guess what, folks? They don't want you on board.
And they don't care if
they're not changing if you don't care, that you don't know that there's 10 minutes left and you can't understand that. First of all, it's not that hard of it. Maybe I've been around it my whole life, Dale, but stoppage time is not the hardest concept to figure out, folks. When I was a kid, they didn't tell you what the stoppage time was. Now they plop up a plus 10. They actually have a clock that counts up to 10.
But that's not even accurate because in that game we were watching yesterday, England and
Well, you got to remember too, though, during the stoppage time there was a delay because the guy went down, so that adds to the stoppage.
Right,
time.
But they don't tell you how much that, and it's almost like.
But doesn't that add to the excitement because you don't know when the game? Like you're like, okay, this is Mexico's last chance to score, and they're doing it, and then it's corner kick. And the ref points the corner kick. It's like, all right, he's going to let him do it. Even though it says 10, he's going to let him kick it. They're going to get one more shot at this now. Doesn't that add to the excitement? And then they fail on that attempt. And then
it's almost like, and now I've heard a couple of announcers go, oh, yeah, the official will let him keep going if they're on a run.
If you have an advantage. They're not going to stop which is what they do in hockey. They play advantage and stuff. But basketball, right? You get fouled out at the three-point line, but you're going to the hoop. You get a chance to continue that play to make it.
That's different than different than ending the game.
Okay. Well, what's more exciting, Dale? They go down there and they get one more shot off that barely misses the goal.
Yeah.
Or if the ref just blew the whistle and stopped them while they're about to do it. Which is more exciting?
Depends on which side of the fence you're on.
Exactly. I think it adds to the excitement level, man. That Cape Verde game at the end where you just like, okay, they got one more. Last night with Mexico, you're like, all right, they got one more shot at this. And they're like, oh, my God, they're going to get another shot at this now. They're going to let it keep going to get another shot at it. I think it's phenomenal. I don't think it's awesome. I think it's awesome. And people are just, if they want Americans to like to settle down, Americans. For once, it's not about you.
But it is over here, so I think that is the excitement. And again, I think whenever the USA does good, as Brooke and I were talking about that yesterday, it's like I've come to the realization, a lot like John Holmberg, that you put USA on anything.
Of course.
I mean, I watch gymnastics once every 4 years. I watch swimming once every 4 years.
You're not out there at ASU swimming meets.
I watch the steeplechase once every 4 years because you plaster USA on the thing.
I don't disagree on that. It is more exciting. Like tonight, I'd be excited about tonight's game regardless, but because the U.S. is in it, you're more excited.
Yeah, and if they'd happen to win tonight, then this country's gonna go absolutely bonkers.
We're gonna lose our minds.
Yeah, which is a great thing.
Oh, absolutely. On a world stage, folks. The South Korean president came out and said the South Korean manager who resigned because they didn't qualify, they didn't go as far as they thought they should. He resigned himself. They flew back early in the morning, got mobbed at the airport, trying to avoid that mob. Now the South Korean president came out and said he's going to start an investigation on how the guy got hired to where the guy has to leave the country now. It doesn't get better. Neymar Jr. retires yesterday, loses in the World Cup, never wins it for him. It does it. One of the greatest players to ever play. He has to do his retirement after a loss yesterday. And everything, and everybody's like mad at him because he wasn't able to produce a World Cup and they lost to Norway yesterday. That Viking dude for Norway, the
Oh.
7-foot guy. Everybody's falling in love with this dude. Did you see the off-camera stuff where he's buying a cowboy hat
No.
and everything in Dallas? It's hilarious. Everybody's falling in love with this Viking dude out there. It's an amazing event. It's amazing sport. It brings you together. It's so much fun.
Well, and the other thing I'm going to
Just
tell you,
roll with it, Americans.
we don't need to get into a whole lot of politics, but it's been fascinating seeing some of these European fans come over and go, I hadn't heard good things about USA and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, it's fantastic over here. I love it.
I saw a German guy yesterday that they lost, and his trip was, and all of his friends and everybody were like, we're gonna go back to Germany, So they stayed like a few extra days, changed their plans. And this guy's like, I'm not leaving. He goes, I'm gonna explore a way how to move here and everything.
Right.
And he talked about why it was. It's because politics just shades everything. If you take politics out of it, this is a pretty fun place to live.
Oh
folks.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah. And that's why another thing I think, other than Trump getting our guy back into play,
Ain't that awesome?
you take most politics out.
Yeah.
Of
but that's what people say. That's what people say, though. People say, "Oh, politics have no place in FIFA." Folks, politics is all over the World Cup. You don't see it as wordly as you did yesterday. Very political organization. They want money. You have to pay them off to get them to your site. All of that stuff. The actual buildings that are doing them had to pay millions of dollars per building in order to get the World Cup to produce there and all that stuff, and the cities and everything. It's nothing but politics. So all the people going, politics and sports, yuck. I got news for you. It's all politics. You just don't like. And here's the other side of it, Dale. And we'll get into this here. We'll take a break and get into this. Okay. Our guy got a bad red. That was not a red card foul on our guy, Flo. That was just not a foul. It was ridiculous.
Right.
And FIFA's like, there's no mechanism to redo it. And Trump's like, oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, there's not? We're going to hire lawyers, and we're going to challenge this. What people don't know, and I think it's coming to light now, because I was not on sports a lot this weekend. I was diddle-daddling on stuff. It was just nice not following the Diamondbacks for one weekend and hearing that bullshit from, excuse my language, from Tory and all of that garbage over the weekend. I'm telling you, folks, your life is so much better with the D-backs not in it. I'm just going to tell you right now.
The Padres?
Yeah. Well, they're out of town.
Yeah.
So we'd have to deal with their nonsense. But it was just amazing. But people don't know. They do this all the time with red cards and everything on the FIFA level. Some of the leagues don't do it and stuff like that. People don't know. Ronaldo got a 3-game suspension. The last friendly that they did leading into the World Cup, he got a red card. They suspended him for 3 games. I don't know. Last time I checked, Ronaldo played in Game 1 and Game 2 of the Portugal series, right? Yeah. Why did that happen, Dale? Did Trump make a call about him? Nope. FIFA, one thing you got to give FIFA credit for, they know where their bread and butter is, and they want their superstars out there.
Yeah. Well,
and they will bend the rules. I'll say bend the rules, but they'll find a rule to keep their superstars out there.
And I think the other thing, and then we can go to break, is the fact that this VAR thing, that supposedly cannot be used for red cards.
Well, it can, but not in slow-mo. You have to look at it. So what they did for the American guy, and then, by the way, they did this yesterday for the Brit. That wasn't a red card foul on the British guy either yesterday. He got the ball first and everything. But what they're doing, I guess, is they're doing slow-mo things of it. So they're stopping it, freezing it, the VAR people, and then they're sending it to the official to where it looks bad. Because if you stop anything at a certain time, it looks bad. You can stop this video at some time, and you're going to think I'm doing something awkward and weird and stuff like that, And so it's but that's what kind of is cracking me up about this. I'm not surprised he's back in tonight because of the political influence, but it happens all the time at this level. And I'll even go a step farther because people are like, this was bad for soccer. No, it's not. This is great for soccer. This is great for soccer tonight that he's able to play. Belgium can be upset all they want. This is great tonight. Because if Belgium would have won tonight without him, everybody's going to go, well, Belgium beat an unmanned U.S. team.
Outmanned.
A worse team. You got the 2 teams going at it tonight. 2 evenly matched teams tonight going at it. This is good. If Ronaldo would have missed the first 2 games because of a red card, it would have been disastrous for the world. It would have been absolutely horrible. But they found a way to get him in there. There's a reason why that's a reason why Neymar doesn't get fouls. There's a reason why Ronaldo doesn't get called for certain fouls. There's reasons Messi gets away with stuff nobody else does. They're not stupid. They know why you're tuning in. Come on back, folks. The main event. Ethan says, don't forget about my sunburnt striped legs. Yeah, oh my God. Ethan's got to learn how to put sunscreen on, Dan.
Oh,
this is one of my favorite things. He's got like literally like non-sunburn, bright red sunburn, no sunburn, just going around his legs.
Well, as soon as you said that, I flashed back to maybe my first or second time at South Padre Island, one of my buddies. We're going out to the beach, and he's trying to put suntan lotion on. He goes, hey, just rub some of my middle lower back. I said, I am not touching your back.
That's why they came out with sprays.
I promise you. And that night, we're all in the house getting ready to go out or whatever, and he walks through the house, and you can literally see his handprint on how far he can get down with the suntan lotion.
Dude, that's hilarious, isn't it? Yeah, it was great to see. Autumn's daughter and her friend, just burnt red the next day, man, everywhere. And Ireland got a really bad sunburn a couple weeks ago, so she was like, "I'm not doing that again." So she was reapplying like constantly,
right,
and everything. And Ethan's face got it a little bit as well. But the problem is, it was just nice weather. The water, 60, high 60s. It was a little chilly when you first got in it, man.
Okay, so you guys got in the water?
I went about waist deep.
Is this the part where the Mexico sewage is back
no,
up?
No, we're farther north up. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it just
we swam in the American sewage.
It just stops.
Yeah, the currents,
right there.
The currents don't allow it to come up.
That's what they say.
I only went waist deep at one point. That's because the wave caught me. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. No rashes yet. We'll see what comes out.
Yeah, I mean, they usually take 7 to 10 days.
With the ointments and everything. Yeah, it's fun. Autumn says, I want to get Dale the shirt that the Viking dude was wearing. It said, "Kiss my Dallas."
Oh, okay. They were playing in Dallas?
Yeah, they were playing in Dallas. So he went and got like a cowboy hat made, and he's the guy with the long hair. You know what I'm talking about? He has a ponytail, and everybody abuses him because he's so tall. I did see him on the field on the pitch, one time, and he was talking to a guy. He goes, "Do you want my jersey?" And the guy's like, "What?" He goes, "Do you want you've been pulling on my jersey all game. After the game, do you want my jersey?" And I was just like, so great, man. It's just so great. Everybody's falling in love with that guy. But yeah, kiss my Dallas if you get it. If you get it there as well. But they're just buying in, man. It is an amazing thing.
Yes.
But the other thing is, you want to talk World Cup, right? Because you want to talk fairness. Oh, it's not fair the U.S. gets their player back and all this stuff. It's not fair for a team like England to have to go to Mexico City to play a game yesterday.
Yeah. Now, do you do that because they didn't think Mexico would make it that far, or
Isn't it weird? Canada didn't get to play in Canada the whole time, but Mexico didn't have to leave. They had to leave Mexico City. They didn't have to leave Mexico at all to play their games.
Okay.
It's an unfair advantage, isn't it? I get it. I mean, U.S. doesn't have to leave the U.S. I get that side of it, but we're not as ravaged fans as they are down there.
Well, it'll be interesting to see in Seattle tonight. I have a feeling it's going to be pretty rabid.
I know. Gosh.
There can't be very many Belgium fans out there, can there?
Belgium's not that big of a country.
Okay.
Anyway, how big is Belgium, Dale? That's the question. Let's look that up real quick.
Yeah, I was there.
Because Belgium's not that big of a place. It's a tiny country. I knew somebody when I was in high school that did was a foreign exchange student in Belgium.
Okay.
And like put your arms out and you're left to right in it basically there. Let's see here. It's probably bigger than I'm giving it. Population 11.88 million people for the whole country.
That's not little.
For the whole country.
Not like Cape Verde.
Well, no, that's the smallest nation in the tournament. They were at that, but I mean, compared to Germany, Netherlands, France, they're pretty small. Belgium. I mean, the next to Luxembourg, one of the burgs out there. But I mean, I got to say this. So I've told you guys all along. I think France is winning this thing. Even they struggled a little bit in their game. They ended up pulling away and stuff like that. But I'm sorry, Kobe, what'd you say? Oh, I'm sorry. He's giving us timing here. Probably I should listen.
Yeah, you probably should.
But England impressed me yesterday. England's a team that always comes out. They disappoint. They haven't won since the 50s, even though they have a lot of talent on that team. They come up here, and you're just always waiting for the English letdown. I expected it yesterday to a certain extent. But they played 47 minutes with 10 guys yesterday in a hostile environment.
Yeah.
And Mexico was just an onslaught. It was literally like watching a 5-on-4 hockey game where they were just hovering down in that England side of things. And they showed a toughness you don't expect from an England team. They showed a mental toughness along with a physical toughness you never expect to see from them. Now the question is, how do you come down from that emotion for your next game, right? But, hey, you're in the 8 now, right? So that's probably a natural deal. So I'm just going to say, France, I think, is winning this whole thing. Pay attention to England. This is not your mom and pop's English team.
Kane is their best player?
Henry Kane.
Yeah. And then who's France's best player?
Oh, you got Mbappe.
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 Okay.
Mbappe.
Boy, I watched him play.
The reason why I say Mbappe is a Modern Family reference, but nobody gets that.
No.
Okay. The dad, Al Bundy, goes and he has a neighbor moving in, and he's from Africa and he's moving in. And he goes. I remember his name now, but he goes. I'm I forget his name on that show. I'm forgetting his name on the show now, but he says whatever. And the guy introduces himself, and he goes, hey, I'm whatever his name is, by the way. And so he goes, oh, hey, his wife's, Spanish or whatever. So he goes, come here. This is, I don't want to pronounce it right, Mbadwe? And he goes, by the way, because of the act. So I always say that about Mbappe. I always make that joke with them, and I forget people aren't in my head. They don't know.
No, nobody wants to be in that head of yours.
And I often forget people aren't in my head, so that people don't get what the joke I'm trying to say there. But that's my reference when I say Mbappe.
Yeah, what is his name now? Jay and Gloria.
Jay, that's right. That's his name on the show.
Is it Jay?
Yeah, I think so.
No, Jay's the dad of the younger kids. Jay.
I don't even know. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never seen a whole episode of Modern Family. I've just seen the clips
okay.
of it.
I used to watch it.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I forget. I'm just because I'm not thinking about it. But I have to explain that joke because I'm going to say Mbappe a lot because of that joke, and in my head it's funny. Y'all aren't gonna get it because y'all aren't in my head. I have to explain it to everybody out there. But he's their best player. Yeah.
Okay.
We've seen him grow up before our eyes, man. He was 17, I think, in his first World Cup, a couple World Cups ago and everything. France is just an all-around solid team. That's why they're threatening. The way they play, it's a whole team that can. No, they've been in the final last 2 World Cups, by the way. They just haven't been able to get over the top. So, is this the year they can do it?
He is Jay because it's Julie Bowen is Claire Dunphy.
Claire.
Ty Burrell is Phil Dunphy.
Phil.
Yeah, and then what is his name? Ed O'Neill is Jay Pritchett.
Jay, that's right, Jay. Yeah.
Yes,
I just call him Al.
Was he more famous for being Al?
Oh, to me it's Al, but for now it's Jay.
Yeah.
But for me it's always gonna be Al. Every time I see him, I'm like Al. I'm watching Wayne's World 2 and he has a cameo in that. And I'm like, Al Bundy.
Does he really?
Yeah, he's the shopkeeper. If you stab a man in the cold of winter, something like that. It's all dark. Is he selling donuts? So anyway, I don't think that, I'm not raking it up as a controversy that the U.S. gets their player back tonight. I'll put it this way. I think the pressure's on the U.S. tonight by getting him back. You better not go lose this game tonight now. But I think this could be. I'll put it this way. Now, Belgium was able to appeal it this morning, and they want FIFA to explain their decision. Right? Trump came out and said he asked them to review the red card. He said, he can't tell them to do anything. That's what Trump said. He said, so he asked them to review it, and they did. Belgium asked FIFA to explain the Belgium reversal in an appeal today. And I think this is a bigger distraction to me for the U.S. side than it is for the Belgian side. And we're going to see tonight. It's going to be interesting to see how they come out on it.
I'm just excited to see the crowd and the atmosphere and all that stuff. Up in Seattle, the 12s and all that. I would think it's going to be spectacular.
Oh yeah, no, it's going to be amazing. And they're 2 evenly matched teams too. This isn't one you're going into where a team has a sizable advantage or anything to that effect. I think their ratings are through the roof. I think they're going to continue to be through the roof tonight as well. I think it's going to get even bigger the farther the U.S. goes.
Yeah, the longer the USA is around, the more interest the casuals like myself.
And it's a night game as well, so you're going to be able to, clear your schedule to watch it. You've been able to clear. That's the other thing. You've known about this game since they won last week.
Right.
So you're going to be sitting here ready, clear your schedule to get into this deal. So I think it's going to be fantastic tonight. U.S., I'll say this. I'm a little worried because getting a player back, and having to answer all these questions and everything, now you just plug them out there. You've been playing with them, so it's not like you have to do anything different. I don't know. Does the pressure ramp up a little bit for you when you get that player back?
I would think that if he had missed 4 games and all of a sudden, he's surprisingly reinstated.
For me, it's just a distraction level that you're kind of like, But at the same time, Belgium's really upset about this. Does this motivate them tonight to where they're like, let's go beat these guys? They cheated to get here. Let's see what happens. I also want to see Belgium lose just because I want to see the press conference afterwards. Is this what they blame it on? Are they going to do what the Canadian manager did after they lost? I'd rather be us than them. Really? You'd rather be the team that lost instead of the team that is continuing on? Really, Canada? That's really their stance? That guy was an idiot. And we lost 3-0, but I'd rather be us than them. Okay, moron. That just tells me your loser attitude up in Canada as well. I think so we got that tonight, but just looking ahead, noon today, you got, I think it's noon or 1, I forget, Portugal, Spain, because that's your next opponent for the winner of tonight's game as well. So you're going to want to pay attention to the noon game as well. We could have, I don't know if Portugal survives Spain. I think Spain will probably win tonight. But you could have a Ronaldo against the U.S. Coming up here. That'll be fun.
Let's get through tonight, Steve. Stop marching down the road.
Let's see that.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, the USA has gone further than most people expected.
Oh, absolutely. They were terrible leading up into this tournament. Absolutely. They were losing to like low tier teams.
And so what's in your mind, what's the biggest change?
I don't know. They woke up. I don't know. I can't answer that. It's an amazing thing.
Really?
I was so negative on this team coming into this tournament because of the way they played their friendlies and their warm-up matches and stuff to that effect, that I was like, they're not going to be in this very long. I don't. But it's a weird tournament. That's what I'm saying. Brazil getting knocked out by Norway doesn't happen, Dale. It does. Morocco, they were surprised last time, but them making it this far just doesn't happen. It's not expected to happen either. It's just there's so many unknowns in this tournament. England beating Mexico wouldn't have happened, in the past. England would have faltered in that game to get there. So I don't know. It's a weird tournament, and you're taking advantage of it. If I had to guess, it's one, it's matchups, but then two, it's also, I think it's got to be home field advantage. That's got to be it. Mexico showed yesterday it doesn't get you to the final finish line, but it's got to give this team so much advantage, doesn't it? When they get out there, it kind of relax a little bit, affects the other team. The other team can't, yell on the field with how loud it. I saw an interview with Harry Kane yesterday after that game. He couldn't even talk. His voice was gone. He's trying to communicate on the pitch and everything. Right. It's like, what in the world? So I'm looking forward to tonight, man. This is going to be fun. America.
We've already got everything planned, got our meal, got the people coming over.
Oh, what time do we have to be there?
Well, Brooke said, well, you want to invite Steve and Autumn? And I said, well, they've been driving all weekend. They're tired.
I like how you gave my excuse for me.
They're tired. I can already hear Steve. I ain't driving all the way to Moon Valley.
We would have. We would have been there, and it wouldn't even have been a question. We would have been there, Dale. Now we're not going to be able to.
No, you're gonna take your nap till 4:45.
Probably. Yeah. Order a pizza and then come over after we eat the pizza. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably what's gonna happen. When we come back, so that's tonight, 5 p.m. I'm looking forward to it. Most of it's fun. I'm excited. I'll put it this way: it's a welcome distraction to what we're seeing on the baseball field. And I'm just telling you guys, I saw the Diamondbacks scores at the end. I paid attention a little bit to it. I feel like a new man not being waddled into that nonsense that they spew over there in Diamondbacks land. We'll talk about that coming up. Second hour main event next.
And Michael Bidwell, the Good Samaritan.